The markets have just made a massive move across the altcoin space, in which I made over $300,000. Can't complain. Now the big question is there anything left to buy that hasn't already made a massive moonshot with a decent risk reward? That's what we're gonna look at today, my top altcoins to buy right now. From making millions of dollars as a day trader for 15 years, and now mentoring students who are making $18,000 in a day, to making millions running an online course and coaching business, and now mentoring students who are making $70,000 per month. I know how to make money online, but it's time to give back. So I'm gonna give away over $10,000 worth of my online day trading and entrepreneur courses for absolutely free. All you have to do is hit that subscribe button, and I'll be running a small budget of advertisements retargeting people who subscribe to this channel. Subscribe now and be on the lookout for that secret advertisement that will give you access to all my programs for free. All right, guys. First up is Mover, M-O-V-R, none other than Moon River. This is essentially just another Avalanche, another Terra Luna, another Solana moving forward. But what it is a Solidity smart contract on Kusama. Same exact thing here where they have the Moon River Moon Scan, where you can go and check all your transactions and whatnot and all that good jazz. Current market cap of just under $1 billion. Now, you're slightly late on this one because I did alert at 367 to buy into this and it already hit my first profit target and I already locked in 25% gains. If you're not in my Telegram group, you must get in there because I told everyone that I said, hey, I'm getting in Mover at 367. First target is 460. What happened 2 days later? Hit my first target at 460. The good news is that we still have 3 more profit targets all the way up to 676 that we're potentially going to be locking in gains on. And this is actually yet to actually break out over all-time highs. And typically when we see moves that make all-time highs on a recent ICO or IDO coin, we see a massive run on that coin. We got in early because I was anticipating buying the dip down here off the 13.9 and 20 EMAs at 367. Before this, the next 2 days made a massive run up about 22%. Already locked in 25% as it hit my first profit target. As I said, we have yet to actually break out all-time highs. So the real breakout has yet to happen where we might see a massive increase in volume and an actual big run to my next profit targets of 545, 626, and 670, maybe even higher. We don't really know, but I like to lock in gains on the way up. I never know how high anything is ever going to go. I'm a short-term day trader, so I'm always setting multiple profit targets to start piecing out 20%, 20%, 20%, 20%. You don't know how high it's going to go. Sometimes it only goes to here and then absolutely eats shit. What if Bitcoin right now, which is struggling to break out over these all-time highs, here 2 days ago, I thought, we broke out of this wedge pattern right here. I was like, Bitcoin's ready to make its all-time high run. Move to 100K. What happened the next 2 days? Nothing. We're still selling. We're now down 2.31%, which makes me a little nervous. If we break down below these trend lines here at the 13.9 and 20 EMAs and flip the trend, we could potentially go back down to about 50K. And if that happens, most things are probably going to dump with it. So I'm always locking in profits on the way up. I don't trust anything. I'm not a long-term hodler per se, but I do think Mover is looking very strong as most of the market is down and Mover is making a massive run. So there's a lot of strength. People are looking where to put their money. And right now, people are putting their money into Moon River. So this is my #1 play right now. Going forward, Solana is another big play that I'm already in on. I got in here. I have about 200K in on, actually not anymore because I just locked in another 25% today, but I have another 100,000 that I bought in pre-breakout down in the 180s and then at the 209 level in my Kraken HODL account. So I am still very bullish on Solana. I definitely think we can move upwards of $300 on SOL. We broke the all-time high. This is what has yet to happen on Moon River. And so I'm looking for a similar move on MOVR to break all-time highs. And again, like I said, a lot of these other smart contract plays like Avalanche and Luna are all kind of building the same exact pattern. So it's just, you could probably pick one of them and they're probably going to move similar, but I'm also long DOT pre-breakout in my other account, in my futures account, of which I also locked in another 20% DOT here. Same pattern breaking out over the all-time highs, right? Because this is basically the exact mirror of Bitcoin on DOT. Yet Bitcoin has yet to make that massive run. And so I'm also nervous about Bitcoin not making this massive run. And if it does flip, and also Ethereum really hasn't had any pullback yet, but it's an extremely bullish trend. But when I see something like this, that also makes me nervous. So you must have stops in place, especially when you're buying after a massive run up on Bitcoin and Ethereum, because when those things do see any sort of panic sell-off, the altcoins just absolutely take a massive dump. So definitely have your stops in place. The next one is UOS. Obviously, gaming is big big time right now. And yes, UOS hit my first profit target. I already locked in 25%. If you were in my Telegram group, you would have got alerted to buy down here around 80 cents as I was buying the dip on the 1320 EMA prior to this making this massive run. It actually hit 2 of my profit targets. But overall, at the end of the day, I'm very bullish on UOS. One, because this is basically like a blockchain version of Steam. And Steam recently announced that they're basically not supporting any sort of crypto environment at all. And if you look at Ultra, a new era for gamers, Ultra is the first entertainment platform providing a variety of gaming industry services under a single roof, accessible through a single login. Discover, buy, and play games, watch live streaming feeds, interact with your favorite influencers, participate in contests, compete in tournaments, and much more. So this looks like they're building the crypto blockchain version of Steam. If you don't know what Steam is, it's a massive, basically marketplace and community where a lot of like Counter-Strike was kind of built on Steam. That's kind of what brought it to the next level. And now there's a bunch of different games that are built on Steam, or at least sold and played through Steam. So I'm really bullish on UOS. I still am long. I sold 25% of my position because it did get into my profit targets, but I still think this has a much higher level to go in the longer term with a little bit more patience. But again, if Bitcoin and Ethereum make a massive dump, that could change things. But as of right now, we are seeing weakness across the board on BTC and Ethereum. And my top 2 plays on Mover showing a lot of strength, UOS also showing a lot of strength here. So those are my kind of top 2 plays right now going forward. Some ones that are coming up is one is Phantom Galaxies. And this looks actually really cool when you look at the gameplay trailer. I love mech kind of style games like Titanfall on Xbox. I fucking love that game. That was so cool. So this looks kind of like a space age mech warrior Transformers Optimus Prime flying robot game. And it looks absolutely awesome. This is yet to have any sort of token, but it's definitely something to watch going forward. Another one that I actually talked to their marketing team recently is Big Time. I was trying to get in like seed round funding, like, yo, let me buy in here, guys. What's going on? I don't think they're interested in that. I think they already have enough funding as of right now, but we might be doing some sort of NFT collaboration with Big Time going forward. But when you look at the team behind Big Time, this is an all-star team. The CEO is the founder of Decentraland, of which we just pulled a 500% gainer in a week. Decentraland under $1 before it ripped to $5. We also have people from Zynga, Medal of Honor, Fortnite, Gears of War. The art director is from God of War, World of Warcraft. The principal engineer is from Fortnite and Gears of War. A lot of these artists have so much experience in some other big major studios across the board. So when you look at any other gaming project and you look at the team, they are blown out of this world by this team. So I'm definitely bullish on Big Time. I would like to get into some sort of collaboration with them Big Time. You already talked to my marketing guys, so let's work something out here. I would love to be an early investor or get some sort of collaboration on the NFT. And we look at the game, this looks just absolutely cool. For Big Time, super pumped about this game. They don't have a whole lot of details on it, but Big Time is a multiplayer action RPG where you team up with friends, adventure across time and space. So Big Time looks big time fucking cool, and they have a big time fucking team. So I'm definitely bullish on Big Time. I would love to see more come out about potential token sales so we can get in and potentially make some money on the actual trade on Big Time, but we'll see what's going on with that. So those are 2 moving forward that are yet to be announced and on the table for any trading opportunities. The next one is Blocktopia. A lot of people are getting into the metaverse. For me, the problem is there's gonna be all these different metaverses. One, Wild, which I'm still long, and I think this is a potential dip buy coming up soon. We got in early down here back in the 180s or 170s, I think. Wrote it up. I locked in about 60% of my profits. Now looking for a potential dip buy, more so down towards the high 280s or even 3. And I'm trying to do a collaboration with them for some Krypton branded Wild Wheels. Let's work together on something. I would love to get a car. If you haven't looked at the game, it looks absolutely cool. They're doing something called Wyami. It's kind of this like retro Miami vibe. So I'm definitely looking at Wild World. But back to Blocktopia, KuCoin actually just bought like a freaking office space in a skyscraper in the metaverse here. And what I was saying is the difficult thing is there's gonna be all these different metaverses out there. It's like, which one do you choose to kind of throw in all your cash in, right? Because it's almost like buying real estate in different cities based on a different metaverse built by a different development company, right? It'd be really cool if all of a sudden they just like merged everything together and it's one big fucking metaverse world and you can jump ship and it's cross-platform. And you can go from your Wilder World metaverse and just jump ship over to Blocktopia and then jump ship over to Sandbox. That's probably never gonna happen because they're kind of totally built on just like Sandbox is like freaking Roblox and Minecraft style, right? So probably not going to happen, but maybe at some point, you know, when we look at like Facebook metaverse, they're looking more into something like that. So I like Blocktopia. They're working with like Jake Paul. Jake Paul's got ads on the website side of the metaverse. I haven't bought into Blocktopia. By the time I saw the chart, this thing was already like parabolic up here. And I was like, okay, I'm not buying into a fucking parabolic chart, but it is coming down. I would like to see it sink a little bit more before I could buy into the dip here. I'm definitely interested in Blocktopia. Maybe I don't even get in because I never even get the price that I want to get in, but maybe even get into some NFT and buy some real estate either in Sand, Wilder World, or Blocktopia. I think they're all super cool looking, and Blocktopia looks awesome. You can see they already have like, this just looks crazy. Like, this is the fucking future, man. This is literally Ready Player One coming to real life. It's stupid. I'm scared of where this leads. Anyways, guys, this is really fucking cool, the metaverse. But those are kind of my top plays right now. I think the best ones that are looking right now that are on the move, not on the dip, which is Mover and UOS. I think those are both big platforms that can make big moves. Obviously, UOS, this obviously made a big run. Since my initial buy alert at about 78, it's up 49%, and I just locked 56% on the top, and I just locked in 25% gain. Buy in a smaller position if you're buying in now, or wait for a potential dip. But I do like UOS. I'm very bullish on this. I think a competitor for Steam in a blockchain version, that's a winning recipe as long as the team can execute on that. One last one that I'm not going to buy in because the liquidity is too low. I was trying to buy like $100,000 worth of this down here, and I just couldn't do it. There's no liquidity for me to buy or sell to. I could buy a smaller position, but this is a smoking hot fucking chart. Tower is a gaming coin, so obviously I haven't even really looked into it, but the fact that it's in the gaming industry, this is a kryptonite pattern. This thing can fucking rip. The problem was I can't buy a sizable position because I'm too rich, bitch. Okay, sorry. Just doesn't work, but I can't get in with the size that I want, and it won't let me because I moved the price like 15 cents to buy like $10,000 worth, and I want to buy $100,000 worth, and so it doesn't work. Okay, but interesting game that could be playing. I don't fucking know. All I know is that the chart's fucking talking. It's smoking hot. This is a kryptonite pattern. It's in the gaming industry, so this has potential to rip. But anyways, guys, that's it for today's video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. You know, if you watch this video, want to know how I call major plays all the freaking time, hit the subscribe button, make a comment below and tell me what you think. All right, guys, that's a wrap. Catch you in the next one.